Well, we're in the top 40 on my fantasy playlist the week of July 4th, 1987. Steve Winwood back in the high life again. Steve Winwood settling into a comfortable groove in the 1980s, formerly of the Spencer Davis Group, sang lead of I'm a Man, and then there was Give Me Some Lovin', one of energetic rock and roll records. Give Me Some Lovin', sang lead singer Spencer Davis Group. Later became a member of Traffic along with Jim Capaldi, and then later became a member of Blind Faith. And by the 80s, he teamed up with a guy named Will Jennings. Steve Winwood would write the music, and Will Jennings would supply the lyrics. While You See a Chance, Take It was a big comeback for Steve Winwood back in the spring of 1981. First album was Arc of a Diver by Steve Winwood, a collaboration with Will Jennings, talking back to the 1982. I believe that featured one of his big hits, Fowlery. That was in the fall of 82. And back in the high life again, the album, man, this thing was just pumping out one single after another, beginning with Higher Love in the summer of 1986. The song, Will Jennings and Steve Winwood, they already had written Higher Love and The Finer Things. This was in the fall of 1984. Will Jennings also wrote Back in the High Life Again. He wrote the lyrics to it in 30 minutes. He left the song with Steve to put a melody to the record. But it took a long time for Steve Winwood to get back into the recording studio. He did get back into the recording studio in 1985. Will Jennings had relocated to California. And one day he called the producer. His name was Russ Titelman, Titelman. He called the producer. He said, "How's the album going?" Titelman was like, "It's going great, man. We got Higher Love down. We got the Finer Things. Finer Things sounding good. Man, this thing's smoking." And Will Jennings asked, "Well, how about Back in the High Life Again? Have you got to that song yet?" And there was this pause. He said, Titelman said, "Well, Steve hadn't shown me the song yet." And Will Jennings was like, "Dang." Well, but here's what happened. It took a long time for Steve Winwood to get to that record. Back in High Life Again. Getting to putting the melody to the record. Reason? He was going through a divorce. It was it was nasty. Nasty divorce. His wife got everything. The house, everything that Steve Winwood had. Except for the shirt on his back. And a mandolin. Steve Winwood came back from London. He moved into this house. He came to this house. There was a mandolin. The only thing he had left. It was leaning against the wall. He picked it up. He already had the words to Back in the High Life Again in his head. He put down the melody to the song. There it is. Back in the High Life Again. Let me see if there's anything else that I missed. Oh, one other thing about this record. James Taylor sings on this record. He's on this record. Shaka Khan also sang on Higher Love. Had some big wheels performing on this record, Steve Winwood did. So here it is. Another lucrative collaboration between Will Jennings and Steve Winwood. This is Back in High Life Again at number 40.